This is the pimple that I press, but I wish I never press it. Guys, I'm so sorry that I have to come on this late and ignore this. I pressed this the other day and then I'm sorry guys that I have to come this late because my friend who I was supposed to do this program with, I don't know what happened to her people. She was saying we should do it later because everyone was on live. And then later on she just, I don't know what's happening, but it's like she's busy or something. It's like she's on WhatsApp, but she wasn't responding. So I didn't want to just let you guys hang here all night, you know. So next time for her, but yeah. She wanted us to talk about the Taba thing. She asked me to do video with her talking about this Taba thing. I tried to load it down, but then I put it high again. She gave you a daisy. I don't know what happened to her, but she's on WhatsApp. I can see that it says she's on, but maybe she's on call or something. I don't know. But she asked me last week for us to do video this week on Thursday to talk about the Taba because a lot of Gambians talking about the Taba. Ignore these people. It was a pimple and I pressed it. I love pressing pimples, honestly. It's just I'm lucky my face doesn't keep the marks. But this one will disappear. It's just another layer of dry skin or whatever on it after I pressed it, you know. So yes, he wanted us to talk about this Taba thing, you know. I didn't want to talk about the Taba. I saw people talking about it and I wasn't bothered because I got a couple of people messaging me on Facebook to talk about the Taba, especially some men. I'm like, why you want me to talk about the Taba? And you're a man. You want me to talk about it so you can get honey or what? I don't understand. Anyway, but I know this Taba is very damaging. And my mom is a midwife in Gambia. It's like she helped a lot of women to give birth, you know, to deliver babies in Gambia. So she knows the damage of this Taba and she told us it, you know. So I know. She tell me really like horrible and horrifying stuff that happen giving birth and are using Taba. And just crazy stuff happening, to be honest, because of this Taba. But yeah, she wanted us to talk about this Taba, and we were going to talk about it in Wolof or maybe a little bit of English and then Wolof. I'm tired because I was trying to exercise today and I went to the post office, then went to the shop, and it's a bit of a distance, but I walk all the way to the post office and then all the way to the supermarket. That's when I did that little motivational video. By the way, some of you were asking me if I am a motivational speaker. Somebody commenting, oh, you're now a motivational speaker. How am now a motivational speaker? I'm always just, my videos are all motivational. It's just sometimes they're too hard to motivate nobody, I guess, but I don't know what that person was saying. You're now a motivational speaker. Some of these people though. Anyway, that's my dream, to just settle into motivational talk and fight child marriage and stuff like this, you know. Just so you guys know, this is my dream, okay? All the rest is just this year, add to it. This year is a nightmare. Everyone is doing things differently, okay? But my dream is to settle into motivational talk and self-healing talk and comedy still because I love comedy and child marriage stuff. If I'm still gonna have time for videos when I get busy with that child marriage and other things, in Africa, we'll see. But that's my dream. So just so you know. Anyway, so yeah, this Taba talk. I only don't want to talk about the Taba because now I'm kind of like, it's very bad because I'm too used to my whole life almost just. I couldn't say talk anyhow, but most of the time I would just say these things, yeah, like, but I've been learning how to not just say things. So I didn't want to talk about the Taba because the Taba is very inappropriate and very intimate. And what's the English word? Like, because the way it's like you have to put this Taba down there, and stuff like this. So I didn't know how to talk about it. This is the word I'm looking for. I wish I never pressed this pimple thingy, people. Look at this. I pressed the pimple and it left me with this mark. So I just didn't know how to talk about the Taba because I know some of you that know me for years, you'll be like, what? I'm a joke. Now you don't want to talk about inappropriate stuff, you. People, it's not like that. I don't think I'll ever like not talk about inappropriate stuff, to be honest. Not like talking about it for pleasure, but just like going raw sometimes, I'm too used to that. It's in me. Doesn't matter what I'm talking about. But as I get more close to Allah and I pray 5 times a day now and stuff, I just become little humble, and little bit of like, why you saying this, this kind of thing. So I didn't know how to talk about the Taba because I didn't want to talk about it so raw. But this Taba is a nightmare, people. Some people, my mom said that some people having babies and the children die. Some people having babies and they have to die themselves. Because this Taba they use this kheme into it. I don't know how to hey. I don't know how to call kheme in English. Kheme is these things that people use to ripen the bananas. You know what factories use when they have the raw banana and they have to put this chemical in it that is so hot and powerful. And this chemical will ripen the bananas quickly before they can give it to the stores. Even in Africa, they have it in Sandika where you buy the bananas and, wholesale stuff. This kheme, I know kheme because when we were young, we used to sell taba. Growing up, my mom was selling taba, but that taba she was selling is different from this bad taba. That taba was something that the older women used to use just to put it here on the side of their mouth. They would put it in the side for so long and then throw it somewhere. But this taba that people putting in their womanhood and stuff, it's ridiculous. Hi, Janga. Hi. I'm not even reading the comments. I'm just talking. Hi. Thank you, everyone. So they're using this taba and it's just insane. I think why people are using this taba is it's not just they're using it because they're ranchang. Ranchang is like when you just have no boundaries on stuff, and especially when it's come to inappropriate stuff or something. I don't think that's why. I'm not saying art. And art is now doing like some, she's just concentrating on the juice and stuff. I saw her posting juice. She was like, this juice gonna take your fat away. I'm like, yeah, I need this juice art. I miss art, to be honest. She said, come out and talk and just talk like a normal human being. Even if she's not apologizing. Why is this just hiding? I hope she's okay. I worried for her, to be honest. So, what was I saying? So I think our culture, as I grow older and as I look at my culture, our culture, why is so damaging is that people don't know how to say no to stuff. Okay, like when someone is doing something and you know this something is not good, right? And they like trying to introduce you to it. Oh my God, trying to find where I can hang my feet. But I should just better leave them down. When you cannot say no to stuff because you don't want people to blame you, or you just don't know how to say no to stuff, then if I'm trying Taba or worse than Taba and I told you should try this, it's good, you will do it because you don't know how to say no. I still look at you guys here. I just keep looking at myself. I don't know why I'm looking at myself. My culture, why my culture is so damaging is that we don't know how to say no to stuff that we should say no to. But we know how to say no to stuff that we should say yes to. And this damaging and sad. In Gambia, someone will have a party, someone will have a program, they'll invite you. You don't have money to go, you don't have a new dress to go. And normally when you wear the same dress to Ami's party and to Kumba's party and Fatu's party, they'll be like, ha, ha, ha. Ami, you only have one dress. She's so poor and just, oh my God, she's low class, wearing the same dress every party. Because some our women, especially, they will do anything to have a new dress for a party. And every time there's a party anyway, every week someone getting married, someone have a baby, da-da-da. Endless parties. So if you have to buy a dress for every party. So then you will go to the party, even if you don't have a new dress, you will now fight and lie and borrow money and call if you have a sister or a brother abroad, lie that you have a malaria, or lie that you're not paying your rent, lie that the children not going to school because of no money, lie for everything just to have a new dress for the party because you can't say no. I cannot make the party. I don't have new dress, or I just cannot make the party. Also, why we don't say no a lot is that when you say no, people will ask you why. Then you have to explain why, and they'll still tell you, okay, you can do A, B, and C. That's not an excuse. They cannot just respect your no. Our culture is easy, but it's kind of complicated when you don't know it. Once you know it, you just have peace and relax. Just drink your attire and laugh. You can still talk about it, but you're not going to allow it to kill you because you're going to die. It's not going to change it if you're angry with it. Anyway, so because we don't know how to say no, then when somebody is using something and the something is bad, they're going to have a lot of people to do it. And also, when we're explaining something, we don't explain the consequences of it. Also, the culture have really wicked people, sadly. So when they know that this is so bad and you're going to addicted to it and it's going to ruin your private part, like it does with mine, they're not going to tell you it. They're just going to tell you, oh, this is so good. When you use it, you're going to feel like 10 men is on top of you. Da, da, da. Some people describe it like that. But they're not going to tell you, for example, when you use it, that it's going to ruin your private part and you're going to addicted to it. They're not going to mention the rest, like, for example. It's just ridiculous. Art is pregnant by Rick. Yes, attire, teach us how to make it. Oh, I'm not doing attire today at all. This is late night. I'm going to sleep. Ami, have you seen art? No, I don't see art. So, I know that a lot of these women are doing it because they say that it feels good, like 10 men is on top of you. I don't even know how People, I know I'm here alone this whole time, but I don't think I'm gonna want that. 10 men, that's too much, but I don't even know. After the 10 men, what you gonna do? You're gonna get yourself ruined. Because they say that it can make the person private part to be licking some yellowish looking stuff. Never mind what is gonna make the person lick. It's gonna ruin the person's body because this gas is very powerful. You know, they said when you first do it, it's like, oh my God, it's just too powerful. The gas that can ripen the bananas, when you put them in the raw banana, within 24 hours, the next morning, all the bananas are so yellow and ripe. Someone have to go and ripen their vagina with it. Subhanallah, I didn't want to mention the name of the thing that you're gonna put it in, you know. I don't even know why I'm trying to be good tonight anyway. It is the same like album. What album? So these women, they're gonna use this taba. I know some of them that are using it. They say that now it went so bad that it's not just Gambia, by the way. They said all of Senegal are using it. Gambia is the last person to start it. They said it was forced from Senegal or Mali or Guinea or whatever, all of these other countries first. But I know why a lot of the women are going to use it, and now the children are. They say the teenagers are using it, and even some children, some women put it for their children. When I was in Gambia last year, my mom said there was one of the neighbor who put it for her children just to make the child to sleep because the child was not sleeping. Imagine putting that on a child thingy just so the child can sleep, gassing their private part. Yeah, it's the gas that they put in banana. I'm not even joking, 100%. Ask somebody who knows how to make it. That's how they make it. Hi, Royal. Hi. So what happened is, I think why these women are using it, you know, all over Africa is that a lot of their men are, you know, they're in abroad. This is the sad truth. A lot of our men that are in abroad, they don't go home or they don't go often because a lot of them have a wife here abroad or they're cheating here abroad, so they don't have to go home often because they're cheating, they're not missing the thing, or they don't have the right visa to go home and come back. I keep looking at myself the whole time. So then the women are there horny, like Ami Job, so horny and just so lonely and horny. Cooking, washing dishes, doing everything, and at night not nobody to do nothing. So then when someone tell them use this, it's gonna feel like 10 men are on top of you. Then you can easily use it. When they show you some little powder and tell you to just... It's some powder they use, and the powder is called taba. This taba is made with some gas that they use to ripen the bananas, the raw bananas. They ripen this taba where look at how strong that is. That's what companies that sell bananas use. You know how you have to cut the raw bananas? You cannot wait till they're ripe because then they're going to go rotten. You have to cut them when they're raw, and then you put this gas in it, and the next day everything just ripen. That's what they use, and something that is so strong like that, gassing themselves to death. They said it makes them feel so good, like 10 men is on top of them. Somebody describe it like that. Like they like when you use it, it's so good. It's like 10 men, 10 strong men. That's how they even describe it. 10 strong men. I was laughing so much. Who want 10 strong men on top of you, though? Thank you, Prince. Did Ad use that gas? Oh my God. Subhanallah. Don't say things like this. You don't even know if they use it. You know, I talk about Ad, but black scammers of the Gambia. Oh my God. You must be the real hater of these people too. Calm down. Don't be one of the real haters. Me, I talk about people here, but I don't hate anyone. I talk about them when I feel like they're doing something wrong, and I just find a barrage and jump a barrage and but it doesn't mean nothing, and I just leave them to it. You know what I mean? But if they continue doing it, I can come back and go and like But I don't go focusing on one person all day, all night, and just like giving them all the hard words or necessary harsh word. What's the English word? So don't worry telling them that they use that gas or whatever, you know. To be honest, this Rick guy is old. I wish even that he wasn't the way he's talking and doing. I wish I don't have to even talk like this about, you know, with him, you know, disagreeing with the way he talked to us. I wish he wasn't talking to us like that, you know, telling us that we don't love ourselves. That's why we love everyone and just dividing us and just going crazy. I wish he wasn't doing that even, so we don't have to have this conversation even. So I would not appreciate it if you keep commenting like this, you know, we're not talking about them today even. They should just smoke a joint. And that even worse, the old bad. And go to bed. Oh my God. In Gambia, people that smoke weed, they're categorized as junkies slash irresponsible slash it's for some stubborn slash whatever kind of a boys to do that. Some bombser boys or irresponsible boys. What's the English word? And then you have some older guys who are like in their 40s or even 50s doing it, but not many. Most of the time they will just smoke cigarette. But weed with a woman in Gambia. A woman that smoke weed in Gambia. Everyone will look at them like, oh my God. Rebel. Hi, Ami. I hope all is well. Yes, I only come late because my friend, Ami, you fancy him. Him who? You fancy him, Ami. I fancy who? Good night, Joff. I only come late to talk about this a little bit and go to bed because I was supposed to come earlier, but my friend couldn't make it on time. And she organized it. She organized this whole talk. She asked us to do this whole Taba talk on Thursday today. But she couldn't make it. So but because I already promised you guys that I was gonna come, then I have to just come and tell you guys that, you know, that we couldn't make it, and I'm sorry. I am looking for a woman who I'm going to matrimonial. What is that? But not in combo up. What's that? Big Rick. What do you mean big Rick? You think I fancy big rip? Big rip. Big Rick? No. I don't fancy big Rick. I like the fact that they're doing this Romeo and Juliet thing. I hope they're doing it behind the camera anyway. But I don't fancy him at all. He's fine. I just don't fancy him at all. Secretly, no. I don't fancy him secretly at all. If I fancy him, I'll tell you it. I'm very open-minded. People have crossed. I'm not fancying him at all. I have somebody I'm talking to who I fancy. So why should I go fancying other people? I don't go fancying other people, especially people's husbands and stuff. But I was only talking about them, and I'll continue talking about them if they continue, because they say that we don't love ourselves. That's why we love everybody, and that's a big insult. You won't like it if I tell you that. and just other things that they said. And I don't appreciate it if you're talking about them when I'm not talking about them. Big rip. I know I couldn't say big rig, whatever. I'm tired, people. I'm gonna go to bed, but yeah. So just to tell you guys that this is what happening with the Taba thing. I know you hear it from some Gambians because some people talking about it. I'm gonna quickly say in Wolof and I'm gonna go. Right, su ngeen gisee vidéo bi lu may wax mooy dafa am suma xarit boo xam ne Ami dafa bëggoon tey ñu ñëw dafa ma waxoon ne pour ñu wax tey alxames gii nii ñu wax mbiri Taba bi nit ñi dugal ci seen jigéen yaagi waaye nag far Ami ñu mënuta make time bi dafa busy daal xamalu xew so maybe next time. Yeah, I always talk about it, but Adama Barrow have to do something about this Taba and the healthcare system because Adama Barrow the government is just so useless with the healthcare. And Adama Barrow used to talk about this Taba thing and ban the women from using it. And just ban people who are selling it. Arrest them so they can stop selling it. I've been telling you this. I told Adama Barrow this over a year ago to ban these people that are selling Taba and he still never banned them. Adama Barrow, why are you just eating and sleeping? Anyway, so Taba bi nga xam ne moom la nit ñi use moom la Adama Barrow war a xaaye nit ñi koy jaay arrest leen su commencé woon di leen arrest di leen tëj nit ñi danañ ko ba di ko jaay ndax Taba bi day fay reye Taba bi nga xam ne fay ñoral banaana ju ñorut xeme bi ñoral banaana ju ñorut moom la jigéen ñi di jël di xeme seen jigéen yaagi ñi wax ñu naan fay mel ni fukki góor a la xéeg loo xam ne boo ko defee fay mel ni fukki góor a la xéeg yow loolu loo koy defee nit ku wét dana def loo xam ne fay mel ni fukki góor a ko xéegam mu lii cagalaam musiba fi mu ne nit ña fañ koy def dégg naa ba gune jigéen yi di ko defaka def yëpp xam jigéen jox xam ne fa ko defaloon doomam ji ndax ne doom ja duy nangoo nelaw tax mu di ko defal loolu lii nag dégg naa fa yàgga xew de du Gàmbi rek dégg naa dëkki Afrique yu bari ñoo koy def ndax jigéen ñi fañ fay nekk seen jëkkër yi ne bitim réew wala jigéen ñi seen góor yi xam ñaari jabar ñetti jabar boole koog di am ay jànq sax boog soo jigéen ji duy xam lu ko doy ci góor gi xam naa loolu yépp daal moo leen ci dugal ndeysaan seen jigéen ñi sonn nañ fi mu ne na Adama Barrow jógal bala ngaa kéeméeral foofu di ma seetaan sa jabar yi fañ may seetaan de sa ministre yi da ngeen may seetaan de instead of ngeen kéeméeral foofu di seetaan nit ñi nag mel ni ay xoral ak batanse rek jóg leen def dara ci réew mi le réew maa ngi toskare di mu lii musiig ba laam yéen lu leen dal réew ma yëpp nga sibutu di karkarite prestamol xamul nit ñaa ngay xeme seen bopp jigéen ñaa ngay senn seen nangamtaan gaa nga rocceeku weex furru di senn dégg naa gaz bi le fay tax nangam ba weex furru fay rocceeku ba weex furru di senn nag gaz buy ñoral mangoro moos ak banaana gaz ba koy ñoral yow danga ko mën a jël def ko sa jigéen yaay ji ñuy wax nga naan fay mel ni fukki góor a la xéeg lii bugg góor rekk la ay fukki góor a la xéeg yow looy doxee fukki góor yu la xéeg noo koy mën a enjoyé def leen seen bopp nit ku ci am jëkkër ju tukki te wax nga ba sonn jëkkër ja mënta ñëw wala bugguta ñëw boo mënta toog nga tas sëy ba xuti beneen jëkkër moo gën ngeen di xeme seen bopp tu deet xeme bi fa leen di rocci ngeen di senn rek ni paay bu toj ba pare fay widd seen deret ji yépp raxas ko set wecc moo tax du ngeen di xam deret ngeen mel ni melentaan bu ngeen wasinee di dee fu ngeen tollu rek di miir di kay rek seen deret ji yépp raxasu ba set wecc rek dégg naa fay def ay biir bu daw ak lu ne daal lay def fa am feebar yu sew yi muy def si nit yoo xam ne dégg naa ku koy use ku ne nit ñi fañ koy xam nit ñi fañ dem fi ne ba xàmmee ñi koy use feebar yu sew yi mu leen di def ak ñi ko dul use ñu doon nit ñi fañ leen di ràññee ci koñ bi balaa caag du ngeen ko ba xam ngir yàlla yéen a ngi koy def gune yaa ngi koy def fi mu ne gune yi xam fukki at ak juróom yeeg gune yi xamul ñaar fukki at yaa ngi ciy dugg su yàggee gune yu sew yépp fañ ciy dugg ngeen yàq suñ askan wi nii yéen magi jëmm yu xem nii lii cagaak bugg bànneex rek la ba leen li ngeen di def ngir yàlla rasulullah li yëpp na loxo Adama Barrow jógal robi nañ la jógal arisi ñi le Adama Barrow nga ne xépp xéppaaral ak sa biit bi leen ni leket gu ndey kumba rek yow daal yaa ngi direeku ci state house bi rek ak sa jabar yi rek tey nga xëyee sa kële xëlla nga xëyee sa kële xëlla nga lekk suppu kànja xëlla nga lekk la neex rek direeku sànni réew ma nit ñay dee gestu réew mi la ngir yàlla réew mi fa tuuti te sibbutu nit ñaa ngay jaay tabaaba di ca jëriñu seen xaalis nit ñale di dee di rocceeku seen deret ji widd ku ci hëmb fa koy def fay fekk nga miin ko doo ko ba doom ja juddu dee suma yaay fay for doom story yu bari la si am ma ko bugg a interview moom ci boppam sax suma yaay laa bugg moom ci boppam ma interview ko muy wax ci whatsapp bi ma teg ko def ko speaker ngeen dégg ko ma call def live nii call suma yaay ngeen dégg ko ci whatsapp bi muy wax lii du caaxaan de jógal arrêté nit ñi jaay lii le Adama Barrow wax ko ci sa rajo yi ne nit ñi buñ ko jaayati ba pare nga jóg di leen arrêté sa anti crime buñ robi bële balaa góor gi mbuub di diree koog ñaawaay bi ni bukki bu sibbutu di arrêté nit ñi ci lu ñàkk fayda na arrêté jaaykati pris yi le xama pris xama tabaa yi gaas nit ñi ni màngoro ju ñorut man naa lii laa bëggoon a wax may tëddi ndax suma xarit bi nga xam ne fi ne nii moom moo war na dikk ñu def programme bi fañ ko war na teel a def dikkutoon moo tax ñu affaire bi yàgg waaye lii pareeguma si danaa fexe indi suma yaay fii benn bés mu wax ci whatsapp bi ngeen dégg ko fan yi du yàgg wax leen ndax moom fay for doom wax leen jafe-jafe yi ci nit ñi xam bu ñuy wasin ngir tabaabile ak nit ñi nga xam ne wasi ñu sax maire ya nag moom Gambia maire yu bari tabaabee leen di rey maire yu bari fañ koy yuusit jógal arrêté nit ñi yàgg nañ di wax ci tabaabile Adama Barrow yow xama fañ la liggéey yàq la xama musiba la dal Adama Barrow lu sa nit ñi di jàmbat lu ne rek sa yoon du si ne mbaa lii jàmm la lii duut ñàkk xam sa liggéey wala yabaate rek te duut ndof rekit ndax foog naa ne loo dof-dof yow bëggoo a génn si nguur gi ngaa bëgg a continuer kon lu tax sa nit ñi lu ñuy jooy lu ne nga di ko sàgganee direeku rek su dosum lii waay jógal dimbale nit ñi ci prise bi le balaa réew ma raat réew ma bariwut nit wax naa la ko nag man maa ngay dem maa sonn beneen yoon danaa dëkkati ci nii ci lii ñu robi la bu fekkee ne jógoo si yónnee sa anti crime ya ñu commencé di ramaat ña koy jaay nit ña def seen bopp nit salaam sorry because I was talking to my president and when I'm talking to my president I get angry the way he's just not doing nothing about stuff so I want him if he doesn't get out and arrest these people that are selling this I'm gonna start making video for him every day he doesn't do nothing and it's so annoying right guys good night I have to go I know the women are dying. The healthcare is crazy. Good night, guys. See you again soon. Sorry that we couldn't make it on time and everything. Have a good night. Sleep well. Stay positive. Stay happy. Be hopeful. Relax about life. Calm down. Okay. Take care. Love you all. Bye.